What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Evercrisis video. Alright guys, we're going to be doing a quick little get up for the best setups for the Misfits. That's right, we're going to do the best possible setups I can possibly do for these worst units that I have in my squad, and I would imagine the worst units in the game at the moment, and see in the next week or so if I can actually start using them in full runs. And see how well they do. It's going to be an interesting time because these units are very underdeveloped in regards to their stat streams, also in regards to their weapons. Some of them are actually getting up there now because I've been working on them, and I'm going to do my best to get you guys to kind of participate in this. Now, I want your suggestions, right? This is where I'm going with this because I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form at these units, but I think I can come up with some pretty good setups. Now, real quick, just so you guys are aware, my go-to units at the moment for the Misfits are going to be Red 13, Barrett, and Glenn. Zach will be a substitute. Yuffie, I don't feel comfortable yet putting her in there because I feel like we don't know her full potential. The other ones have been out for a very long time, so we do know what they're capable of, but Yuffie, I think we need to give her a little more time to see if she belongs in the Misfits or not. Now, by nature, her personality absolutely does belong in the Misfits, and I think she would be a welcome added addition to the squad. But for the time being, I think we're going to just focus on Red 13, Glenn, and Barrett as our main three guys to go with. Now, here are the roles that I'm going to put them together in, and I want you guys to kind of give me a hand. Okay, I'm going to show you guys my weapons for each one of these characters, and we're going to build something together. I think Glenn is the most complete probably in terms of what I have. I don't have Ultimatic, which is his newest weapon, by the way, just so you guys are aware. I know a lot of people are saying that, hey, Glenn's amazing for DPS because of his new weapon, but I just don't have it. I'm not summoning on the banner that it's on. I'm going to wait to perhaps summon on it on a future banner, so I don't have his best weapon. I do have Lamppost, though, at almost OB6. It was one of my first weapons that are close to that. I'm waiting to get this up. And then Red 13 will be my healer and buffer, I think I decided to go with, / debuffing with his Sled Fang, and then Barrett's going to be my debuffer and / DPS / buffer. Okay, so we're going to show you guys the setups, and you guys are going to help me here, I hope, set this up. Now, these are going to be units that are going to change roles once in a while. For the most part, Red 13 will always be my healer, and the reason why is I have this Sleek Collar. No, I'm going to take the Sleek Collar and replace this now with Platinum Collar. So my Platinum Collar, I actually got lucky. I was able to get it to, where is it? Right here? Right here? Sorry, there it is. To, you guys can see here, to OB2, which was amazing. So first off, if you don't know what the Platinum Collar does, Platinum Collar actually provides regen, which is called a Therapeutic Touch, 9% of healing for 12 seconds. It is actually the highest healing in the game for overall, but it obviously ticks at a slow rate. So I'll show you guys how this works when I finally use it. Support will be attack, magic, and debuff and buff extension. This is going to be nice because I'm going to put on some extra buffs or debuffs on him to perform. That way he'll help out with the squad. Like, for example, right now I have Mana Breach, which will reduce magic defense on enemies with low, which will help out, obviously push it to high if I have somebody that can do that, all right? Now, he's going to be my main healer, so my focus is going to be strictly on this. I don't have any skins, so there's nothing to help there. You guys can see here, crit potency and magic defense. I'm going to just focus on putting it as much as possible in regards to healing as the main tactic here. Okay, so we're gonna just do, you guys can see here, I already have two of the best heals on there that I possibly can have, and then the last one would obviously be a extension of a debuff if I can, or ideally you'd want to put in something that's going to raise not raise, but it's going to provide him a sigil break. So you're going to need to have a sigil break of some sort in place to give him a benefit here, right? In this case, I probably will just replace something here that if a sigil is required, I'll probably use something here, but if not, then we're going to use this right here, this Mana Breach, which actually does have healing. I should probably level this up eventually, and this will be my setup for him. Now, in regards to weapons and sub-weapons that he's going to use, I've got Chocobo Staff on here. This Fairy Tail will probably be replaced with either Prime Number or Guard Stick. I'm actually working on my Guard Stick now. I haven't been focusing too much on it, but I do want to get this up for sure. So let's just put in Heal as the main stat here, and you guys can see I've got a few options here, right? Now, Fairy Tail's there, but if you put Guard Stick, it's already better, and it gives boost limit break potency. It's a very, very powerful healing item, so boost my healing as well too right there. You guys can see other things go down, but it's not that big of a deal. Or Prime Number, which is a little bit lower, gives a little bit of lightning resist, but realistically this is going to be the best option, so I'm going to replace that there. This here had pretty high, it's at 27. And then Solid Bazooka was here for specifically the HP boost, but I can always do more healing if I need to and lower his HP, but ideally that's not the right choice. You do want to have a little bit of HP for him in the slot that's there. And then right over here, you guys can see Sleek Collar did have the M defense and boost resist, but Platinum Collar has boost heal and boost crit potency. So you do want to have that in place instead, okay? So this is going to be his setup. I may replace a little bit of healing for some more HP. You guys can see his HP is a little lower. So if I take Guard Stick out, for example, and we just put in for like anything else that is a here, let's see, stat weapon. You can see how much the heal goes down though, right? And regen does scale off of healing. So if I had a choice here, I think Guard Stick would stay. Let's see if I have any other options here to raise HP. I mean, we can try the Parasol, which wouldn't be the worst thing to have. What does this do? This is boost attack and crit. We don't want that. So if I keep going down the list, here's the Parasol. So I get to 6.7k HP, but then look at this, 1.3k only for healing. So I've got to figure this out. I probably have to go up the stat stream a little bit more, but I think this is not bad. If I can push him to about 7k HP with this setup, I think we should be golden in regards to overall heal and HP, but that's what's going to matter most. Okay, moving over. Let's cover Glenn. I think Glenn were pretty good. We have the following weapons for Glenn. I've got Twin Hell here, which does 600% damage, right? And then I've got myself the Personal Style, which does 600% damage. In this case, he's got boost HP versus boost attack and ice resist, and this one here has boost HP and boost water potency. So a little bit stronger with the water potency, obviously, if it's available and required. The other option, if I go magic, is this one here, boost magic attack with the Quega, but it's not very good. And then, of course, I have his weapon here, which also does some sort of physical defense down, which is kind of useless right now. So right now, these are my best options, are those two. This could also be used for Magic Ray, but it's a magic attack. I'm building him physical. So right now, Lamppost and this are going to be my two favorite options for Glenn. And if I can get automatic, I'll obviously replace it. Now, in terms of materia and stuff, I've given him the best possible materia I have for physical attack, so it's all listed there. And then sub-equipment, I'm giving him Mad Minute, Hornet, and Zidane Sword for only 2. See, the problem here with him is he's only 2.4k. So I've got to boost his stat stream as well, and we'll see where that goes. But I think that's the best setup for him there. And then lastly, for Barrett, and we'll do Zach at a different time. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want your advice, right? So here I have to, you guys can see here, I've barely got any summons for Barrett, or any limit breaks for Barrett. I've got to build that limit break. I want the Mind Blow on there. So for Barrett, here's the options. I've got Solid Bazooka, which I could obviously use if I wanted to do magic attack, or is it magic defense down or magic attack down? Magic attack down. But instead I went with W Machine, because it does physical defense down mid to high. If I get one more, I go straight to high, and that will also boost Glenn's damage, because he does Lamppost on himself with physical defense down. He'll do even more damage. So Glenn's damage output will be much stronger, and not to mention this itself is a physical attack as well, so this will do a little bit more damage too. So that'll help out overall, right? In regards to the second option, I gave him the Agitation, because I want to have that physical defense up for all allies for as long as I possibly can. And you can see here he's a hybrid build, right? So I gave him as much possible physical damage materia. So he's going to be hybrid physical attack, and there you go. So physical attack, and he's got the best material possible for that right now. I will have to give him a sigil of some sort as well to break eventually. We'll see which one works best. I believe they're all physical attack here though, right? Yeah, they're all physical attack. So right now that benefits most. Of course, the sigil will happen now. Sub-equipment, I've gave him the most possible physical attack plus a little bit of the physical attack stance boost to give him the option here at 2.4k. So he's actually got more damage than Glenn does, even with the lower end weapons on him right now. So that's the setup right now. If you guys want to see the stat stream, I'll just show you guys where we're at for each of these characters. And I'm hoping by this week, Red 13 and Zach are going to be done. Then my last two left, that's 65 and 64, I believe. 63. So 65 and 63. So you guys can see with Red 13, I've been able to build them up a little further up the stream, but I'm now low on shards. So I've got to kind of focus on non-shard elements here and get him up there. And I'm running low on the heal ones, so that's causing a little bit of an issue, right? So Red 13's got quite a bit to go here before he's done. And right here you can see 67, and he's got a whole nother stat stream to go. For Glenn, where we're at here with Glenn, same scenario. I've got a whole other stat stream to go at 60, or I guess, no, this is actually probably 70 at this point, is it not? No, he's only got 94 done, guys. So Like, I've got a long way to go for him. So, I mean, we're talking about a long time before I get Glenn completed. But yeah, you guys can see here, he's got quite a bit to work on, a lot of physical strength. So he'll be increasing his damage pretty substantially once I get a chance to do that. And then we'll boost him up as well too, 94 out of 289. And then the last one here is going to be Barrett. I think he's probably the most complete of the bunch, which is sad to say. But here we go. You guys can see also 98 out of 289. So I've got a long way to go. But I think once I'm complete this, I've completed all the stat streams, we're going to see some crazy content with these 3 Misfits, including Zach in the mix. All right, guys, the pain. Again, give me your suggestions on weapons, what you guys suggest on all of them. Remember, what I do have and what I don't have is going to make a difference. But what you guys think is the best build for 3 of them. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.